Night of Champions is literally less than 24 hours away, and you know we had to preview the card. We know SmackDown is going on right now, but you're here with us. We'll talk about SmackDown a little later, but Night of Champions, John Cena, CM Punk main event, King and Queen of the Ring finals, Karrion Kross back on a PLE, and Mommy goes to Saudi, and the United States Championship is on the line as well for the Bloodline. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell. Got some special guests joining me on this Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Yours truly, God's favorite host, back here on the Flex Zone podcast. Only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. Your home for professional wrestling. Night of Champions, less than 24 hours away. I know everybody's watching SmackDown early, the cool kids, but we wanted to break down this show. We'll be here live for SmackDown a little bit later. You guys know the drill. Vote on the poll, hit the like button, hit the bell, become a member, hit the join button down below, and let us know your predictions for Night of Champions. We got the individual videos on the channel as well, so check those out. Don't want to waste any more time. Let's get things started. You know I cannot do this show alone. We're going to start things off with the man fresh from the home of the legend killer, the Viper, Randy Orton. He was in St. Louis watching his Cubs. He's got the show that you need to watch, the Juggernaut Show, and he's repping that Chiefs Kingdom, Iowa's favorite. What's going on, Jugs?
What is going on, Byron?
How you feeling, my
Juggernaut
guy?
is in the building. Yes. Oh, yeah. You guys can go check out my channel.
I didn't know this table could break.
I didn't know that table could break. I still don't know that these tables could break, but they can break. Yeah, you guys can go check out my channel, The Juggernaut Show. Got a lot of reaction videos coming out. Got a lot of wrestling content to cover this weekend. We got Night of Champions tomorrow. We're going to be doing a recap as well of this. So later on, definitely check that out. And stay tuned for my channel. And also hit that notification bell so you don't ever miss a video on my channel. But yeah,
The right-hand man, the Flex on workhorse, Liv Morgan's #1, nursing her back to health, gaming, horror, pro wrestling, H-Town's finest. What's going on to one, the only, Kick It with Leo?
Yo. We are here. We are here.
New mic,
Yeah.
sounding good, brother.
I do like the mic. It does
Yeah, it
sound
sounds
really
good,
good.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
sounds-
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And you got the boom arm also. Hey, Leo's looking professional over there.
Fancy
Yeah.
guy over there. Look at this guy. He's
And
Mr.
he's wearing
NXT.
what's he wearing? Day one? He's wearing a
There you go.
Uso t-shirt? Yeah, wearing a Uso
Yes.
t-shirt.
How can I keep up with you, man? I know you've been killing the 2K stuff.
Yeah, so my channel is Kicking It with Leo. You guys do wrestling content. More content will be on the way. I already uploaded like 3 videos this morning. I uploaded like 2 2K videos and then literally reacting to my my subscribers' predictions for Night of Champions. So I've been working grinding hard nonstop. I've been up since like 6:30. So yeah, I've been trying to get it in where I can.
This man
Yes.
does not sleep.
The grind doesn't stop. We're
I
not
don't.
afraid of the grind. And WWE isn't afraid of going to Saudi in the middle of some global tension. Jugs, I know you hate these shows. You always say it. How are you feeling heading to Saudi? I put it in the title. WWE sells out again. You know they want that money.
Yeah, at this point, WWE they don't care about their like superstars like safety. All they care about is getting that paycheck. They care about getting that money. And to be honest, I don't think Night of Champions should be happening, or they should have relocated it somewhere else. I don't know, like put it in Orlando or something. I don't know. Just like move it to the States, because I don't know. You would never catch me in Saudi Arabia, and with all this, tension that's going on with the war and all that, with the whole bombing, that everything that went on. I'm just not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of them. Like what something back go on there. And you hear the people, you see people online go like, oh, like after the show goes off the air, oh, nothing bad happened. Like, shut the fuck up for the people that say that, like, yeah, those people can eat a whole bunch of dicks. Okay. Okay, so sorry for getting a little R-rated here, but this ain't a show for the kids. Okay, but yeah, I hate them going to Saudi Arabia. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it at all. You would never catch me over there. Even if they had like a main 4 pay-per-view, like Rumble's going over there. I would not go over there for Rumble. I would not go over there for WrestleMania. No pay-per-view. I just don't like their politics over there. I'm not a fan of it. But I mean, these shows are better to watch now because like there's more importance. Like say like back in 2018 when they were doing the super shows, I was not a fan of those. But they have gotten better. But I'm still not a fan of them going to Saudi Arabia. I just don't like it.
Leo, how you feeling about it, man?
I'm kind of in agreement with Jugs. It's like I've never been a fan of Saudi Arabia shows at all. Even when they first started it, I remember watching the first one. I remember I was at school at that Pacific Day, so I was already in a bad mood. And then the fact that we were seeing, I think it was Brothers of Destruction versus DX. I was literally pissed off seeing that. Then seeing Brock Lesnar after losing the title, win it back after defeating Braun Strowman in the height that he was at. It literally pissed me off and gave me a sour taste for sure. And it's like going back and seeing everything now. It's more enjoyable to watch, but I still don't like the fact that like with everything going on right now, they're still willing to go over there. And it's like you're putting yourself and you're putting your talent at risk. And it's always one of those things where it's like every year, it's always something going on. It's always some type of controversy around them going. What if it's a war? What if it's certain wrestlers can't go there because of certain reasons, some things they may have said, certain tattoos, certain clothing. It's always some type of reason why, these shows always feel tainted.
Well, guys, like you said, even if you don't like the Saudi shows, they make you watch them now because we
Yeah.
get big time matches. What's going on, everybody in the chat? Thank you for watching. Make sure you guys hit the description. Jugs' channel and Leo's channel are linked down below. Let's get started, guys. Let's not waste any time. We're kicking things off with a dream match that we have not seen since Cody has returned to WWE. I think 18 years ago, like to yesterday, was the first match when Cody debuted in WWE. Jugs, I've been calling this Cody's tournament to lose since before the tournament. Once it was announced, I think I
Yeah.
said on stream,
You
Cody's
did say
going to win. We get Cody Randy in the finals. I'm going with Cody. How you feel about this, Jugs, and what happens?
I mean, this has been a really predictable tournament. I don't like them, doing like the whole like 4 ways. Would rather see like one-on-one matches and seeing a better tournament that way. But I know, WWE, they want to protect their certain stars, with people not getting pinned and stuff. They love their multi-man matches in WWE. They love them. But to be honest, I'd rather seen like Cody go up against Sammy. I think that would have been a more compelling match to watch, because Sami Zayn, being the underdog over here, and he never won a world championship. That would have been great to see. He could have had a chance, to beat Cody. But so they want to go with Cody and Randy here. I think it's gonna be a good match. But Cody's gonna win. He's gonna go on to face I'm presuming this ain't a prediction. This is a spoiler, but yeah, he's gonna go on to face John Cena at SummerSlam.
Leo, how you feeling, brother?
I generally see Cody winning this. My problem, it's not even just the men's, but it's like the Queen of the Ring too. It's like I feel like WWE's kind of played it safe here with a lot of the people that they have in the finals. And I'm not saying like that's always a bad thing. I mean, if it works, it works. But I would have preferred much rather them add a little bit more intrigue into this. I mean, honestly, I will say Cody Rhodes is going to win this here. I think it's the safe option. I don't think it makes sense for Randy to win. I would be okay with Randy won, but I don't think it would make sense for the story they're trying to tell, which is going to be Cody and Cena part 2 at SummerSlam. I don't know what that means for Randy. Randy's going to be runner up again in King of the Ring. But I also think at the same time, this is going to be the first trickle of potentially leading to another match between these two down the line, maybe after Cody does become world champion, because I think they're going to put the title back on him at some point. Whether if that is at SummerSlam or a different PLE, we don't know. But I think we're definitely going to be seeing this match again. And I think this might be the first tease of potentially having one of these two guys to turn heel at some point. We know Randy could turn heel at some point. Maybe they have Cody. Cody even said in an interview, he says he would love to turn heel in the next year to 3 years. So what if this is the first, domino at play here with one of these two potentially turning heel at some point?
I said I wouldn't mind Cody winning the title back, and maybe Randy gets 15 by beating Cody maybe later this year. So I think Randy is going to be, like you said, he can't keep losing these big matches. He's probably going to turn heel eventually. There are a lot of heels right now, we know, but Randy
And
is a heel at
also,
best. Go ahead.
Randy just had that, title match at Backlash in St. Louis. So, they had that match so early. So that's why I don't think that, Randy Orton's going
No,
to win
they're not
here.
going to revisit that. They're not
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
revisiting
think
it.
you guys been saying they might do Randy and Nick Aldis at SummerSlam, so
Yeah.
that could be a match, maybe 2 nights. Got to get some big matches, so we're all in
Yeah.
agreement there. Let us know how you guys feel. I've seen the comments. Thank you for chiming in. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to the women's final. We get Jade and Asuka. I thought it would be Jade Charlotte, not going to lie, but I do think this is Jade's tournament to lose. It's good to see Asuka back. Looks like we're going to get Asuka Io, I think, at Evolution, personally, not even SummerSlam. I think Jade wins here. We get Jade, Tiffany, and then eventually I'm guessing Naomi will cash in on Jade or Tiffany at possibly SummerSlam. Leo, I'll start with you. How you feel about this women's match and where we could be going?
Honestly, I'm looking forward to this match. I actually feel like it has potential. My one thing and one of my biggest gripes is Jade Cargill here. Now, will I have her win? Absolutely. I think she is going to win this. I feel like they haven't really gave a lot of time to Asuka since she's came back and put into the idea like, oh yeah, Asuka could actually win this. Could she still win it? Absolutely. But I don't think it's as far gone as a conclusion of Asuka winning. I feel like Jade makes the most sense here, especially with the story they're trying to do with Jade and potentially Tiffany, because we've been kind of teasing that. So I think we are going to see Jade and Tiffy at SummerSlam. And then we could have Naomi cash in and become champion. Then you could kind of tell that story. And we already still got Bianca coming back at some point. I feel like Asuka is probably going to end up winning probably the phase 4 title. I mean,
Maybe they do like a battle royal.
I think they're already going to do an evolution. They already said they're probably going to do a battle royal. So maybe she wins that, and then that's how we get there. Because I just don't see anyone else right now facing Io for that title unless it's going to be Rhea, which I don't really want to see. But I thought about an idea what we could be seeing with Jade. Now I can see Jade is going to win, right? But we don't know. Some of the people out there may know who may be watching SmackDown how things are going to play out. But for us who are not watching SmackDown, I think there's an opportunity. We could see Naomi cash in tonight during that last women's standing match, right? We have Naomi cash in. She becomes champion. We could do Naomi, Tiffy at Evolution, right? Then we have Jade, Naomi at SummerSlam one-on-one. Bianca comes back. Then she ends up aligning with Naomi and helps Naomi retain over Jade. Now Jade has literally two, spoilers, not even a spoiler, but like 2 opponents she has to worry about. She has to worry about Bianca, who betrayed her, and also has to worry about trying to get through Bianca to get to Naomi to get that title. And you can also kind of use all 3 women in the same story with the big 3. You could have Bianca be as simple as days come back as a heel, or you could have her come back and still be a heel, but she's not aligned with anybody. She's just being herself. She's only worried about herself in this scenario. She's only worried about becoming the champion. So why not use that to the advantage and make things a little bit more unpredictable, but also intriguing as well? So I do think you do have potentially Jade win the championship. Well, not the championship, but win the tournament. But you can also have her going into SummerSlam facing Naomi for the title.
Jugs, you've been saying we're going to get a triple threat with all 3 of those women. I think we will probably still at some point. How you feel about this match and maybe where we go?
Yeah, kind of copy and paste, kind of what I said about the, the whole men's tournament. I haven't really, I mean, it's been an okay tournament. Asuka, I'm surprised that Asuka's here in the finals. I mean, she, just recently coming back. I wouldn't mind seeing her win, but I feel like it's Jade Cargill's tournament to lose here. I really didn't like that match she had with Roxanne Perez on Monday. I don't know. She was there was just like too many botches in the match. You know, they just didn't have that chemistry.
She's not ready.
Yeah, she's definitely. I don't think she's ready for the title right
now.
No,
I wouldn't even say that, and I even said it. I don't think. I understand Jade Cargill has the presence to be a main eventer. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking that away from her. But from what I've been seeing from her since she's came in, she does not give me main event appeal yet. She does not give me a reason to find her believable that she's ready for the main event title picture right now. She's not ready to be a world champion carrying your brand as your world champion right now. Right now, she's proven to me that she should have went to NXT first. She's not ready. If you want her to be on the main roster, that's one thing. But to put her in the world title picture or having her headlining these pay-per-views, she's not ready for that spot yet. Right now, she needs to be honing her craft and putting in work in the women's U.S. title picture right now. That's where she's best suited right now. That way she can own her craft. She could get better. She could still be going after some type of goal. But like main event wise, world championship wise, she is not ready for me. She's not.
Yeah, I echo that there. But as this match goes, you know, I mean, we saw some stuff, you know, with Asuka and Io Sky, you know, like how Asuka's, you know, she's basically saying, "Hey, I want to, you know, I want to shot the title." So maybe, you know, we have Jade Cargill win here, and you know that sets up Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill for SummerSlam. And who knows, maybe at Evolution they do maybe like a battle royal, like a 21 battle royal, and Asuka ends up winning that for a chance to face Io Sky at SummerSlam. So they could potentially do that. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Jade Cargill here.
Cool. I agree. We all are on Jade and looking like Naomi eventually will be champion, thankfully, but maybe we'll get all three women intertwined. Real quick, for the first time since what, WrestleMania 40 and elimination, what was that, Extreme Rules when he faced Drew McIntyre 1-on-1?
2022.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, carrying
first
Cross.
3 years.
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah, he's finally on pay-per-view. And we knew Sammy wasn't going to miss Saudi. I thought this would be the match once Sammy lost. I'm glad it only took him 6 months, Leo, but we're getting Cross on TV and in PLE. Maybe it leads somewhere, but you know Sammy don't lose in Saudi, right? Super Sammy.
Yeah. Definitely.
Maybe a preview of what could be coming in January, as we all been kind of speculating too with the Royal Rumble.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're definitely looking like that's going to be the case. I mean, I think we are setting the stages for him to potentially win the Rumble in January. We're probably roughly less than 6 months right now at this point. Roughly like five-ish months, almost 6. I mean, Sammy is going to win this. I think it would be interesting if Karen were to win, because then Karen can use that as motivation to say, well, maybe he was right about everything that he said. If Karen loses, then it means everything he's been saying has no meaning, has no value. So maybe his win is not really beating Sammy. It's really getting to Sammy and saying that if you're going to be a world champion, you can't be this overly nice babyface. Sometimes you might have to get you get a little dirty here and there, if that makes sense. Like he could be like that edgier babyface. Have him be like the Sami Zayn that he was, I want to say, in 2023 in the lead up to his match with Roman at Elimination Chamber. If we can get that Sami back, we're definitely in for something special. Because way I see this happening for him, I do think after Gunther gets through with Goldberg at Saturday Night Main Event, I think we probably will circle back to maybe Sammy and Gunther at SummerSlam. And I have a feeling we are about to get a repeat of 2013's 2013's SummerSlam main event, which was Cena versus Bryan Danielson, or Daniel Bryan, whichever you want to prefer him to call him. We seen Daniel Bryan win clean, right? Only for Randy Orton to come down there and take his moment away from him. I feel like we are starting to see that is what's going to be at play. We're going to see Sammy potentially get the title, only for Seth Rollins to potentially cash in and take that moment away from him. I think that's what we're leading to. I feel as if at this match, Sammy is going to win, but I think at the same time, Karrion Kross needs to have a great performance, because Right now, we don't know the severity of what his contract status is. He needs to have a great performance because if he doesn't, then I feel like it's over. It's over with. I don't think people are going to really care as much. I mean, right now he's over. Don't get me wrong. He's very over. But I don't think people are going to care if he loses. So, yeah, I think Sammy's winning.
I'm sorry, I was kicking out people. People are just dropping spoilers, the assholes. So I'm kicking you out. I don't even have time to go through it. So I heard you, Leo. Great analysis as always. I agree with you. Jugs, Super Sammy, Karrion Kross. I mean, I wouldn't mind if they were unpredictable and had Kross win, setting up something at maybe a Saturday night's main event or something. But how do you feel about this match and the Karrion Kross situation?
Yeah, see, Karrion Kross, ever since like the beginning of the year, he's been an instigator, like instigating, people like manipulating people. And Sami Zayn is the recent subject here. And Sami Zayn's finally snapping, how Karrion Kross is saying, hey, you can't win the big one, and you're you need to change your character and all that, saying all this stuff in Sammy's ear. But I like seeing this kind of more aggressive side of Sami Zayn here. And like you said, Byron, this is Saudi Arabia. Sami Zayn does not lose over here. So unfortunately, Karrion Kross are going to be losing here. Who knows? Maybe they do like multiple matches here. I don't know. Maybe like run it back at like Saturday night's main event or something, or something like that. But I'm going to go with Sami Zayn.
Because I think we're going to get some sort of 6-man with Sammy, Punk, and maybe Roman against Seth, Bronson, and what's his name, Braun Breaker. Because I think Roman comes back at Saturday night's main event. Because what better way to spite AEW than to have Roman Reigns return? But that's just me. That's just my conspiracy theory.
But for whatever reason, I don't know if Sammy would be part of it because we also have to worry about LA Knight. I feel like LA Knight, Punk, and Roman could be on the same side as well.
You know what? That LA Knight Seth match could be also on Saturday night's main event because they wrote LA Knight off. They need matches for that card, so that could be the match at Saturday night's main event because they need to combat AEW. You know how they like to do, but
yeah, they're gonna want to definitely do that.
Yeah, after tomorrow, we'll have a better idea of maybe where they're going, especially hitting the Raw. But those are my 2 early predictions. Maybe we get some sort of multi-man match, like Jug said. They love those. But good to see Karrion Kross on the card. Hopefully, he does something. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to him getting a big push in the IC title picture, but
yeah, definitely.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Jugs, everyone's favorite, Leo's favorite, Mommy taking on Raquel Rodriguez. This is kind of I'm gonna call it a bathroom break match personally because I don't give a shit. It's a street fight. I'm sure it'll be fun. We'll get the Slim Jim table, Jugs. We get your favorite thing.
I didn't know this table could break.
I got Rhea winning because Mommy don't lose often. I don't know what they're gonna do with her hitting in the Evolution. Maybe a tag match like you might.
I think I have an idea.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
So. I mean, this match can go either way, to be honest with you.
I mean, they have had good matches in the past. I don't want to sound like I'm shit.
Yeah. These two, like, they have a lot of history.
They're very big. They're good friends. 2 big women who are statuesque, do big moves, really strong. So they do have good matches. I will say that.
And also, you gotta think about there's a hidden component in this. Roxanne Perez, could possibly help. Raquel win. Yeah, I about forgot her name there for a minute. Could probably help Raquel win. That could happen. And then Raquel can start to start believing in Roxanne more. And then when Liv returns, like they can Liv go like, why are you siding with Roxanne Perez and all that? So that could be very interesting there. But it is Mommy. She's lost a lot of her matches in 2025. She's been on, like, she lost that Money in the Bank. Was she on Backlash?
No, she was not at Backlash. She was only on.
She was on WrestleMania, of course.
She lost it was Rumble, Mania.
And she lost at Chamber.
They're trying to keep her away from the main title. They're trying.
Oh, wait, she wasn't even on Chamber. But yeah, like, she's been losing a lot of her matches in 2025 here. So I'm going to say that Rhea Ripley wins here. And maybe that sets Rhea Ripley and Io Sky Evolution or something like that.
Yeah, I just feel like they're going to have Rhea at SummerSlam in a title match. I just keep saying it. I don't know how we get there, but we'll see. Leo, we miss Liv. We love Liv. Liv could also
Yeah.
be someone who wins the Rumble in 2026 in Saudi. But how do you feel about this and maybe where this story could go heading into, I think, Evolution?
I'll be honest with you. Um, I'm this match can honestly go either way. This is one of the two matches, in my personal opinion, besides the U.S. title, where I feel like can go either way. Because for me, I'm gonna make my prediction right now. I'm saying Raquel is winning this. The reason why is Rhea Ripley. She could still be over it even in a loss, and we've seen that, especially this year alone. She can take a loss and still be over. She could still be that person that can find herself in the title picture. This right here is like almost is a sink or swim moment for Raquel. Because if you go back to, I want to say 2021, we had that visual where you had Bianca, Rhea, and Raquel in the ring, and all of them were champions. And this was like WWE's way of saying these are the three women of your future. But it seemed as if over the course of the years and how everything played out, Bianca rose to the occasion. Rhea rose to the occasion and surpassed it. Raquel, on the other hand, seemed like she was behind those two, where she was always kind of been like that bodyguard, where she was just helping someone else instead of helping herself. We know the story that we're seeing with the Judgment Day right now and the current landscape of the Judgment Day right now. We need a reason to want to see Raquel and Roxanne as your tag champion, right? And what people seem to have to understand, this is a street fight. There's an opportunity to have Rhea lose, but it's not clean. She does not have to lose clean here. We can have Roxanne come down here. She can help Raquel get the win and get the upper hand. I understand go home math. It's not really in her favor, which is understandable. But I was just watching a little bit of the kickoff show, and they were making this point. The last time we seen these two have a match, Rhea has been beating Raquel every single time. The last time we've seen Raquel actually get win over Rhea Ripley was back in NXT in like 2021. So it's been 4 years. And then within those 4 years since their passive crossed, Rhea has gotten the upper hand. So I do think Raquel needs this win more than Rhea Ripley does. Because if we are telling that story when Liv does come back, you have an opportunity to have helped elevate Raquel in that time period. Because since she's been back with Liv, it's the focal point has been Liv. She's always been in the background and everything like that. This is an opportunity for Raquel to like really step up to the plate and really show how really good she can really be, because people don't understand how good she can really go in that ring. And if you have Roxanne come down and help her in the eyes of Raquel, she can be like, okay, I can trust her. She's giving. Now I have a reason to want to have her be on my side and be champion. So I have Raquel get the win here.
Like I said, with the Karrion Cross, I wouldn't hate him winning. I wouldn't hate Raquel winning either. I think she
Big mommy
deserves.
cool.
Yeah,
I
she can
wouldn't
put
mind
someone
it.
over. Now, Judge, we get to one of the matches I'm looking forward to. I kind of forgot this was on the card, but we got Jacob Fatu.
The Samoan werewolf. I love you, Solo.
Does Solo Sikoa finally get a championship, Jugs? He's been doing some good work as a character. Jacob Fatu maybe could lose it, win it back. Do we see maybe a debuting new member for Solo? How you feel about this match?
Man, oh man. Okay. I'm looking forward to this. At Money in the Bank, we had the whole churn with, Jacob Fatu, turning on Solo. I've been loving what Jacob Fatu's been doing. It's been amazing. I feel like they're gonna have multiple matches here. So, but then again, I don't want to see Jacob Fatu lose his title right now. But at the same time, I mean, they can always give it back to him. And I think this is where we're going to see a debuting Hikuleo on the main roster. I think this is what we're going to see. I mean, he's been signed with WWE for about a year now. And it's crazy. Like, I mean, if he doesn't debut right now, I don't know when he's going to debut at this point. And I mean, he's been training a lot, in developmental, for WWE, but like, That's crazy. Like usually jobs I have, like I do training for about a couple weeks and then bam, I'm off and like get training for a year. What? Well, what? And I understand, the Tungaloans aren't there right now, because he Hikaleo works with the Tungaloans a lot, but I don't know. I feel like it's time to add a new member for Solo and maybe have Solo win the title. I think it'd be pretty cool. So I'm gonna say right now, I'm gonna say that Solo becomes new United States champion, and also builds up sympathy for Jacob Fatu, maybe going into SummerSlam, and maybe they give the title back to Jacob Fatu there. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Solo Sikoa and debut in Hikaleo here.
Plus, they have the potential of Jimmy Uso. What does he do? Maybe he gets
Yep.
involved. I
Yeah.
think maybe Jimmy gets a U.S. title by the end of the year, maybe because they gave Jay something. Maybe Jimmy finally gets something. I don't know. So Rikishi doesn't crash out anymore.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more match. I think Leo may have had to go, so we'll rock out. But for the last time, John Cena, undisputed WWE champion against CM Punk. We got the Cena pipe bomb last week. This has been what we wanted to see from Hill Cena Jugs. How you feeling about this? You said a prediction, not a spoiler. Obviously, Cena's not going to lose here. How do you see this match ending? Do we do another low blow and hit him with the title like he's been doing each time? How do you end this match and keep CM Punk looking strong? And what do you do with Punk heading into Mania?
So I want to give a shout out to Brother Thier because I saw a prediction that he made, something that could happen. So the match is going on, and they have a whole bunch of shenanigans going on. We have Seth Rollins come out. Looks like he's about to cash in the briefcase. He's trying to take out CM Punk. But then we have LA Knight come out. We stop all to stop Seth Rollins from cashing in, so that kind of ties them two up together, and that sets up a match later on because we're gonna have Seth Rollins and LA Knight in the future here. So the referee's all distracted. Cena probably does the classic, hit him with the belt, or does a dick kick, kicks him in the dick.
I was gonna say Travis Scott, maybe no Travis Scott.
I don't think we're going to see Travis Scott here.
I was gonna say
I hope not. I hope we don't see Travis here. But yeah, the referee maybe might be incapacitated. These referees, they'd be out for so long, even though they don't get hit. They barely get hit. But hey, that's for another time. But yeah, Cena hits it with the belt, probably does a dick kick, and then hits an AA, and then Cena wins here. But yeah, Cena's definitely winning. I'm sorry, CM Punk. I'm a big fan of you. Big Chicago guy over here, even though I'm not from Chicago. But I like to support a lot of things from Chicago, and you're one of them, CM Punk. But yeah, Cena's gonna win here, and like I said, maybe we get Seth Rollins and LA Knight get involved. What I would love to see? I love to see Rollins put his Money Bank briefcase, up for grabs, maybe like at SummerSlam,
Right.
and have LA Knight. I'd love to see LA Knight take the briefcase off of Rollins, but I know they won't do that. But right. To right that wrong there. But yeah, Cena's winning here.
Leo is back. Real quick, Leo, how'd you feel about the Jacob and Solo match? We're kind of with the Solo Sikoa as new U.S. title, winning the U.S. title. Maybe Hikaleo debuts. How you feel about this match, real quick?
I definitely see Solo potentially probably winning this. I feel like what they've kind of presented, I think Solo's kind of technically owed a win. And I think they can still protect Jacob even in a loss, especially if there's a lot of different factors playing against him, especially if it's one-on-one, strictly Jacob's winning. This strictly those two. Even if JC Mateo by himself, if there's just those three there, Jacob's winning. But we still got to understand that there's a lot of different things at play right now. We have the Tongas potentially coming back. We have Hikaleo. If we could probably see Hikaleo as early as not a champion. We sometimes WWE just likes to have these returns or debuts at Saudi shows for whatever reason. We've seen it, I think, in 2023 with Kyrie Sane, and that did not go over well. So I honestly think Solo's definitely winning this. I think Solo's definitely winning the U.S. Championship.
Got you. Do you see Jimmy Uso getting involved? Maybe Hikaleo? Like, we could get another 6-man match with maybe Jimmy and, I don't know, Damian Priest with Jacob against Solo, JC, and Hikaleo. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff at the wall. I don't
know. I think Jimmy could definitely get involved, or if they're really depending on how they want to do this, they could do Solo Jacob Part 2 at SummerSlam, or I would not be surprised if they decided to add Jimmy Uso into this and made it a triple threat, because he's been kind of been used in this storyline for a while now. Even when things were still solid, Jimmy was still there. So who's to say it? Maybe at SummerSlam we do Jimmy, Jacob, and Solo, and maybe, I don't know, Jimmy gets a shocking win and he wins the U.S. title
I
in
wouldn't be
that
mad
way.
at that. Yeah, I just told Jugs I think he wins the title by the end of the year. They gave Jay his moment. I think Jimmy deserves it. So if not by this time, maybe by Survivor Series or something, he could win it. I could see that happening for Big Jim. Him and his wife could both be champions. You could have Jimmy as US and Naomi as world champion on the women's side. So Jugs, you gave me your Cena Punk thing. Leo, we know Punk's not winning. How do you protect Punk? How do you end this match? Jug said maybe Seth comes out, tries to cash in. We get some shenanigans there. You know how the refs are going to be laid out for 30 minutes. How you feel about this match?
I think, yeah, I definitely see Cena potentially winning this. I think the way you protect CM Punk in this, there has to be some type of interference. I don't think it will go over well if it's like clean. I feel like what's going to happen, like Jugs has been saying, I do think Seth will get involved in this. And I know you were saying we could get Roman at Saturday Night Event, and I think that is the perfect way to do that, especially to combat AEW. But if that wasn't the case, I would not be surprised if he were to return here at Saudi to thwart Seth Rollins' chances of potentially winning the championship. Because Roman's whole focus when he comes back is to take out Seth Rollins and destroy Seth Rollins and everybody associated with Seth Rollins. So I do see a situation where they could have, Seth try to cash in here, because we were seeing some teases of it anyways. Why not do that? Even some stuff with the whole Cody stuff. So I feel like we're going to see a potential, at the very least, a try attempt of a cash in here. And I do think from that, we could see that happening.
Yes, what's going on, everybody in the chat? What's going on, Rage? What's going on, everybody? We know SmackDown's going on. We're not watching it right now. We will watch it later. But real quick, we know we got 3 championship matches. Jugs, I'll get your quick predictions. Women's U.S. Championship match, Tag Team Championship match, and a Women's Championship match, last woman standing. How do you feel about SmackDown tonight heading into, hopefully, the last few 3-hour SmackDowns, by the way?
Yeah, I think SmackDown's going to be decent tonight. I don't know anything that's going on with the spoilers, and I don't want to know. But I feel like she's going to be winning the United States Women's Championship tonight. With the title toss, I feel like the Street Profits going to retain. And Tiffany Stratton, she's going to be retaining her WWE Women's Championship.
Go ahead, Leo. Oh, real quick, just let them know your channel and what you got cooking up real quick, and then Leo, because I got to hop off too.
Oh, yeah, you guys can go check out my channel right there, The Juggernaut Show. Got a lot of wrestling content coming out here. You got some reaction videos coming up. Got some retro reviews. SummerSlam's just around the corner, so I'm going to be recapping some old SummerSlams. And also, I'm going to be recapping some TNA pay-per-views as well, since we also have Slammiversary coming up. So I'm going to be recapping old Slammiversaries as well. So definitely stay tuned to my channel. And also more watch-alongs on the way. You're definitely not going to want to miss it. Hit that subscribe and also hit that notification bell as well.
Go ahead, Leo, real quick.
I think SmackDown has potential to be a really great show tonight. I mean, especially with the match that we do have, the last one standing match, I think it's going to be really good. A great way to close the chapter of this feud for good. Also, I'm thinking the U.S. title match has potential to be good. Overall, I think it's going to be a good show. We'll see how it goes.
What's your channel and what you cooking up real quick, my guy?
Yeah, my channel is Kickin It with Leo, you guys. I do wrestling content. Looking forward to SmackDown. We'll be back for stream tonight, so y'all stay tuned for that.
Yes, wanted to hop on here with the guys, get the preview out for you guys. We'll be back for SmackDown tonight. Check out Leo, check out Jugs. I'll be back. I got things to do. Jugs got things to do. Leo got things to do. We love each and every one of you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Yeah, it wasn't the real Denise. It's all
no,
right.
It wasn't. You got we got them trolls always.
Yes. So make sure you hit the like button, hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Quick little preview and predictions. We got individual previews and predictions on the channel. Check those out. Go check out Leo's previews, Judge Retro reviews. Leave a comment on our videos, hit the bell, join us, and become a member if you like as well. Rage will be back tonight for SmackDown at our normal time, and tomorrow 1 p.m., 12 p.m. Central, 10 a.m. for Night of Champions. For Leo, check out the channel, Kicking It with Leo. and Juggernaut at the Juggernaut Show as well. Subscribe, show some love to my guys. We'll see y'all tonight for SmackDown. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for Night of Champions as well. Peace.